Hi, folks. How are you? We'll let a few folks hop on as I sketch this out. Say hi when you get here. Let me know you're here. Hello, how are you? My name is Amanda. I'm with Simply Flamazing Art, and today we are going to be doing the October calendar painting. And so, if you've been with me, if you've been following me all along, you know we have been doing these for now since the beginning of the year. And today we had planned on having two because we want to be done by October. So we're actually doing November's calendar paint. Last week we did October, and this week we are doing November's. And I think you're gonna love this, or at least I hope you're gonna love this. We'll see. We'll see, right? If not, well, that's okay. Everything isn't for everybody. So that's what I say. But I think you might like this. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Good to see you. All right, let me add in my camera here. I just finished sketching it out. And so we're going to do, if you can tell, it's going to be like a little covered bridge, I think. We're going to make it all folly and all feel good because, I don't know, there's something about like November and fall and the leaves changing and all of those things. And then like, I don't know, like the movie Bridges in Madison County, it comes to mind. Like, who doesn't just love that movie? I don't know. Maybe there's somebody who doesn't love that movie, but it's one of my favorites. The Bridges of Madison County is one of my favorites. And so hopefully it's one of yours too. And so we're going to get busy starting that. Say hi when you hop on. Let me know you're here. And I'm streaming live on YouTube. So if you are on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. That would help me a lot. And I would appreciate it. If you're on my Facebook page, welcome, welcome. And so I'm just going to get some tops off. We're going to put some brown down. We know we're going to need that. We know we're going to need some red and yellow. And we're going to get this. This is a 9x12 canvas, if anyone wants to know. It's 9x12. And so welcome to Say Hi. And I break my cap. Be careful with that one. I'm not a fan of these golden. I'm using golden. See, I'm not a fan of these tops because this is the second top that are like this that I have broken. And so I'm not a fan of the golden tops. I don't know why they had to go that way. And so I don't know if you all are, tell me, are y'all a fan of the golden tops? That's the second one I have broken. I broke a red one and now I've broken the yellow ochre one. Maybe somebody has tops that I can buy. Ultramarine blue. We're going to need a touch of blue. I just kind of put down some of my primary colors here to get myself started, and along with some black and some white. And we're going to get started painting here. My quiet watchers today. Quiet watchers today. It's okay. Can be quiet. I know this is kind of boring watching me put paint out. I'm running really late, guys. I had a call earlier. And then time just kind of got away from me on that call, and then it's like, oh, I got to hurry. I got to be live at 1. But it was such a good call too, so did not want to give it up. Anyway, so we'll get these out real quick and we'll be ready to go. So yeah, if I'm new to you, my name's Amanda. I'm a Simply Flamazing Art. I love to teach folks how to paint beautiful paintings for their homes, to give as gifts, or to, yeah, I'm gonna have to do something with them. I was lucky in the other one that I had a container I could just pop it over in, and it's like an airtight container, and it was fine, and I didn't have a whole lot in the tube. This one has a whole lot more in the tube, and so I'm like, I don't understand them sometimes. Like, okay, I think we're good to go here. We've got our primary colors. We've got some browns, some little bit of a golden yellow ochre there. And then we've got white and black. I've got a little glycerin crimson. I love that color when it comes to giving additional, like, ooh, extra. And so I already sketched out what we're going to be doing. And we're going to just kind of put in like this like little fall background going here in the background. And I left my big brush upstairs. It's okay. I'll just use one of these. I'll use one of these. I want to just, I guess we can start with our little building because anyway, why not? I'm going to just do a little red and brown mixed together here. Get a little bit of that going. I'm just going to do a little brush mix because I want it to be different, right? And so we're going to just start, and I'm going to pull down. I don't know. I love red bridges. Something about them. Something about them makes me happy. When you see those old bridges. We're just going to pull down. We're going to create something that looks like some old boards there, right? Because this thing is old. So we're going to just use that combination of that red, which is Naphtha Crimson, and a little bit of burnt umber together on our brush. And this is why I didn't want to mix, because I want it to be irregular. I don't want it to be the same color all the way. So How are you all on this Saturday? Hopefully you're doing well. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I am got a lot to get done today. This better be the longest day in history. Because I got a lot to do. Okay, that's my one side. We'll come in and we'll do it. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Thank you for sprinkling. Yes, that's just what shares out my video a little bit. If you're on YouTube, that would be very appreciative. I'm going to get the inside. I want this to be darker, of course, because that's going to be inside. So we're going to darken this, but then I'll come back and add a little black because, you know, there's going to be, this is going to be like really, really, really dark in here. We're doing a covered bridge, Brenda. For the November calendar paint, it's a covered bridge. I have been wanting to do one for a very long time. I was inspired by a member in my private group. I do have a private group who did a bridge. And I've been wanting to do one ever since I saw hers last year. I'm like, I want to do one. I'm just working a little bit of black in to that red mixture just because it would be dark back in there. And then it would slowly get a little lighter. As it comes out. Thank you for sprinkling the love. All right. Kind of looking pretty good. Now we're going to put a little top on our this is going to be more of into just that brown. I didn't clean my brush, so I still have a little bit of that red in, but I'm just going to go more into the brown. Again, I'm going to pull down, following that roof line. We'll come in with some details. We're just getting in the shape right now. We'll come in and give details for our wood and all of that. We're just worried about basically the structure. You having a good Saturday? Let me know if y'all are having a good Saturday. Hopefully you're doing some fun stuff. Got some fun stuff planned at least for the weekend. I've got to run a couple errands after this. get an order to the mailbox or to the post office, I should say. Pick up an order at Joann's. I gotta do that or they're gonna return my order. They're gonna be like, we're gonna return it because that girl don't want it. Oh, look, it's coming now. You can kind of see what it's looking like, right? So we've got a little like covered bridge going there. We're getting it. You're working on April's calendar painting. Oh, awesome, Brenda. I have to stop and thank April's. That was the little wheelbarrow, right? I think that's right. I think I'm right. I think I'm right. We get a little bit of a gray going here. We'll put that road in. We're just going to get our basic structure in first, guys. Just mix a little of that. Yes. Yes, it is. That's what I thought. I was like, had to stop and think there for a minute. We got our little road. This is going to be more like a little, I probably should have gone a little, let me go a little more brown in that because I want it to be like kind of like a dirt road. This is an old country road. Not necessarily gravel, but got a lot of dirt on it. We don't have any cover. Well, I have it's a tunnel I'd go through, but that's like, it's not a covered bridge, it's a tunnel. Here we have what do they call those bridges? Trellis bridge or something like that, I think it's called. We have one of those. That I go over. That's kind of a wooden bridge. It's a little bit scary. Not gonna lie. It's a lot scary. It needs a little work. It needs a little work. It's a lot scary. Because you can kind of like, you can see down below when you're driving over it. You can see now, of course, when you're right above it, you can't see because the car, but like going up to it, you can see where you can see through the boards. And you're like, is this thing gonna stay up here? Hasn't fallen yet. Has not fallen yet, but we're gonna give our little, we gotta give our bridge some structure here. So we're gonna work on a little structure. I'm gonna get the background in first, and then we'll build in the structure points of our bridge. Okay. Alrighty. Somewhere I have some green. Oh, here's my green. I'm like, somewhere I have green. I got the Hooker's green and I got the phthalo green. I think we'll go with Hooker's green. You can mix, but I just kind of keep it simple. Keep it simple. Who has seen the Bridges of Madison County? And who loves the Bridges of Madison County? Tell me, do y'all like the Bridges of Madison County or not? I guess that's what I need to ask first. Do you like that movie? There's a bridge in that I guess it's based off of. Just mixing a little bit of that brown with a little bit of my green. I don't want it to be too bright green. I want it to be kind of like a little, a little brown in there. We're just gonna get a little grass in here on the side. And we're just gonna whip it. There we go. That's gonna be like a little river or something down there. This is gonna be the bank kind of going down to the river. Yay, Debbie. And so we're gonna have some little something on that hill there. And then I'm gonna have, whoops, probably shouldn't have rinsed my brush so fast, but that's okay. We'll have some greenery over here on this side. We gotta just figure out like where that greenery would kind of end, right? Because this bridge is crossing like a creek or something, right? Maybe a small, maybe not like a big river, but kind of like a creek bed or something. Again, we're going to darken that. We got to figure out where that ends there. That kind of like makes sense. It doesn't have to line up exact. It could just be. I'm getting in some darker color. I want this to be a little lighter back there in that background. I'm just going to take a little white. And I'm going to just kind of fuzz that out just a little bit. And that's going to push that back a little bit further. That's a little further away from us, right? And so I want to just kind of like push it in the background. Trying to figure out where I want this to stop. I don't know yet. I don't know where I want this to stop, but this would not be sky. Okay. This is going to be like grass, because I don't think you might see a little bit up here, but the angle where we were standing, you might see a little bit. That's what I'm trying to decide. It is a great movie. It is. Love it. I love that movie. And so it's a fun movie. Kind of sad though at the end. Kind of sad maybe a little bit. I'm just going to use this gray, and I'm going to just put in like, I don't know, just a light gray, like maybe where there's some rocks or something, right? We basically are just going to eat up the white on the canvas space right now. That's all I'm going to do. That's all I'm going to do is just eat up the canvas space with some different color grays here. I'm going to come in with some lighter, some darker. And then we're going to have fun with that in a minute. We want this to dry though. That needs to dry. We'll come back to it. And we're going to just kind of do that same thing over here, right? And because I don't really know exactly, this needs to be a little bit lighter too. I know I'm working in a lot of that dark, but I'm going to come back with that white and I'm going to lighten it a little bit. There we go. I think I like that better. Just a little area of like maybe a little peak of a sky there or something. I don't know. I don't know yet what that is. I'm trying to think perspective wise, like what would I be seeing? I don't know. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out together. And so I kind of almost feel like this would be a little closer. Like this would come in down here a little bit more. I feel like I've got that back too far. Think that's my problem. There we go. There it is. There it be. Where I would be seeing that. Like a little more this way. And then pull that down. See, things can be fixed right on the fly. I'm going to go into a little more of that brown and green. I'm going to come back here. This is kind of the other side, right? Once you cross the bridge, you're seeing a little bit of that other side over there. That puts my bridge a little more in perspective. Yep. That does a little bit better. I like that better. I like that better. I had to stop and look at it like straight on for a minute. You got to give me a minute to look at it straight on. All right. We basically got all of our canvas covered. We can have fun with all the different colors. And we could put in some detail as far as like our boards. We got building our structure. Get a little red and black going. Just a little red and black mixed in. And we'll get our structure in there. So it's all going to look like it's all going to come together here in a minute. I'm just going to scrub in a little bit of that. Okay. Part of me is like, maybe I want a little cutout window in there. What do you think? You think that'd be cute? Y'all tell me, cutout window or no cutout window? As I put my wide boards in here. These would have been wide boards that they would have used. And so I'm going to put them in. Y'all tell me. Windows or no windows? Openings or no openings? I don't know. Let's see. Let's firm this up a little bit here. We got to firm this up. I'm going to firm up this side too. So it looks more like a board. If you have a little issue with flow and it coming off your brush, just add a touch of water. Works just fine. These are heavy-bodied acrylics. And so if you're used to painting with more of the craft paints, you will notice a difference in these. I don't know that I have either. I'm like trying to think, have I seen one? Then again, I don't know if I've actually seen a covered bridge in person. I'm trying to remember if I don't think the one in the movie had windows. It might have. I don't know. Like openings, not really windows, but like openings. So cute. Want to darken in there. To create that effect of like it's like you can go in, but you can't come out. No, that's not. This is November. It's not Halloween. It's not Halloween. There's an opening on the other end. I'm only kidding. I just thought it was funny. Okay. Just give our little road like some character, right? That's like the dust and the dirt and all the stuff at the edge of the road. We're gonna put in some flowers and stuff. Um, but y'all know how, like in the country road, that area there is rocky, it's dirty, you know, it's not the greatest. We're just gonna create a little interest in our road here, just by like blah 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 blah. This is so simple. Anybody can do this part. Well, anybody can do the whole thing, but that part is so simple. Like nothing but just boom, 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 boom. Probably not the greatest to do on your brush, but it's okay. The brushes will survive. Probably a little too much. Too much, too much. It's always those rocks that are just a little lighter. I'm literally just tapping and moving my brush. Just creating some interest of look like little rocks there on the side of the road. I just touched into a little bit of that white with a little bit of that yellow ochre. Pop down some rocks with those two colors, right? Doesn't even have to be in any kind of order. Then pick up a little black with my dirty brush. And then I'm just going to tap in right on top, right all around. I'm not completely covering up, but I'm also not necessarily being picky about where I set my brush down at either. It's still kind of just like the plop, plop, plop. And we make it look rocky. And there's our little, like, rocks at the edge of it. Oh, thank you for tagging folks. That is super awesome. And we're gonna do the same thing over here. This is just like those rocks that kinda are, like, on the side of the road, right? I'm just pulling a little of that golden color into these rocks. You could have picked any color would have worked, really. Okay. Looking pretty good so far. We're not even an hour into this, and it's looking good. So that's the beauty of it. You can paint this easy, easy peasy. We'll put some structure support because I don't know how much they have, but I mean, I know it's kind of like built to hold its own, but I don't know. I just feel better if mine has like a little bit of a structure support there, right? So I don't know anything about building bridges. I can just paint them. I don't know anything about building bridges. Bring a little bit of gum to me. I don't know anything about birthing babies. I don't know anything about building bridges. You went through that, Brown. Ooh, I really do dislike these tops. Really, really dislike those tops. Now I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I was building my structure. That's what I was doing. We need a bigger structure board than that, right? It needs to be a big one if it's gonna hold this bridge up. And maybe we have one that's kind of going down into the water. We'll put one there. I imagine they have something like that. Like bridges have it. So why not cover bridges, right? That's the one on the other side. Just seeing a little bit of the one on the other side. Make that a little wider. Now, I'm going to have some fun with the blue. Just because, like, this needs to be, like, a little bit of water in here, I feel like, and I don't know, just to have a little bit of fun, I'm gonna use a little bit of glaze and medium. If you don't know what glaze and medium is, it is a medium that you add to paint that makes your paint a little more translucent. It also gives it a little bit of a sheen. And so I'm gonna take a little bit of my blue. I don't need a whole lot. Add a little bit of that glaze and medium to it. Again, I don't need a whole lot. Make it a little translucent. I'm gonna make it a lot translucent actually. So where it can go over top and it just layers just a hint of blue. And I'm gonna go over my rocky area down there. Again, just a little bit. I don't want to get up on my wood because I don't want to turn that blue. But just in that area, just a little bit. And again, I'm going to put a little bit over here. That's why I was like, I don't need a lot. Just a little bit. And kind of give the indication that there's water in them in this here creek. Now it's fall time. So we need to kind of give that essence of some fall happening. And so I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to put in some like kind of like grass. It looks like it's almost dying. Right? We want to get that in first, and then we'll figure out what else we're doing. You know, maybe this is probably not cared for very well. So it's probably got like all kind of like long grasses and stuff. And I'm not being neat about it. I'm just getting it in there, just on top of what we already have. We put down just some green base just to have some green in that area. And we're just going to build on top of that. And we'll come up with some fall flowers like some mums or something. You know, I don't know. Maybe this town is very proud of this bridge and they decorate it. No. We get to make up the story. That's the fun part, is we get to make up our story for what we want our bridge to look like. Maybe they're very proud of this bridge. I'm just barely letting my brush touch. I want to kind of a thin. I could get thinner if I use my leader or my liner brush, but I'm just going with this because I kind of want to just cover this ground pretty quickly. My finger itches. Have to stop every now and then just to scratch my finger. It's crazy. Like, why is my finger itching? Anybody knows what happens when your finger itches? I don't know. I know, like, they say when your palm of your hand itches, you're going to get money. I don't know if that's true, but That's the old wives' tale. But this is our vision today. You can see as we build out that grass what it's looking like. It's looking pretty good. As we come closer to us, we want it to get a little bit darker because this is pretty close to us. Where we're standing in the pictures, like right here. Maybe back a little bit, but not far. Mm-hmm. So, got any fun plans for the rest of the week? Got any fun plans for next week? Got some fun stuff coming. So be sure to get on my mailing list, get on my email list because we got a fun thing coming. I am so excited about. I'm working with 10 other creatives on an ornament class. It's coming soon. Ornament course. I should say it's a course. It's like 11 different ornaments. They're going to be pretty awesome. So you're going to want to hear more about it. The wait list, I think it's coming out tomorrow. The wait list. So get on my email and you'll hear all about it in the coming week. Or I should say coming weeks. It's pretty exciting. You can go to my website to get on and you even get a free tutorial when you do. Simply flamazingart.com and you can get your pumpkin tutorial. It's all about painting a pumpkin with a check pumpkin. It's kind of cute. All right, so I'm happy with those grasses. They're looking pretty good. They're kind of looking like end of season grasses, right? Just before all of it dies. That kind of looks like it falls off into that little river bank there, or creek bank, or whatever. We're going to do a few over here, but this kind of just fades into like not a whole lot. So we don't want to get a whole lot of detail on this side. We just want to kind of stick close to that road. We might have a little tree over here, a little happy tree. What do y'all say? I know it's not acrylics, but we can paint happy trees even with acrylics. We can do our happy little trees. All right, now we're going to work in some of those autumn colors, I think. Just because we've got to have them in there being November. And we will have a tree, I think, over here, maybe. I think that would be pretty, just kind of like a small tree that has lost all of its leaves, maybe. Because by November here, you know, the leaves are pretty much gone. You may have a few hanging out, but for the most part, they are gone. And so just gonna firm this up a little bit there. There we go. I used the hooker green with a little bit of brown and did the grass. And then just to kind of for the over here, I just added a little white and kind of just kind of like misted it out sort of a little bit. So yes, that's what I did. We're gonna put a little tree over here, just kind of like a small one, like maybe like a little like what would be a dogwood type tree, you know what I'm saying? We'll just kind of have it. We're just gonna work it in here somewhere and just kind of go woo. We're just gonna go woo, go up like here, and then we're just gonna have a few little like we're just gonna let it hang out kind of like right off the edge of our canvas here. Just gonna use a little brown and a little black. And just put a few more little like don't put too many. As I put too many. Do as I say, not as I do, clearly. Clearly. You know, a dogwood has like lots of little like little branches, little fingers. I don't know what you call them, but we're the teeny tiny ones, right? And they just keep like branching off. Dogwoods are one of my favorite. If I ever had like a place where you would have like a name for it, right? And so I almost put a sign on my little like on my house here, and my husband was like, "That's a little bit much, don't you think?" I'm like, "What?" And we do live in the country. There we go. I kind of like that, and it's hanging out kind of in that background back there. We don't have to worry about it. We're gonna put some little colored leaves on the ground. You know, I'm just gonna take some of this ochre, golden ochre, and I'm just gonna kind of give little dots, right? We're not painting individual leaves, but we want to just have like that look of where leaves have fallen and they've dried it. And so we can add a little brown to that just to kind of give that indication of where they have fallen. Because by November, they'd be yellow, brown color here. Most would be gone. It would just be a few that The last little stragglers. You could have a few that are just like last little stragglers hanging on to the tree. Right? There's always those last few. That just don't hold on. That just don't. Okay. Now I want to have like a little mum or something. I don't know what, but just a little color, right? We need a little color over here. And I'm going to use a little of this Alizarin Crimson with a little bit of red. Because I just want a little pop of color. And I'm going to pull in a little bit of this ochre just to set it aside from, I think that's the color I want. We'll see. I want to set it apart from our building, right? Maybe a little yellow thrown in. Give it that orangey kind of little vibe going there. I think I've seen mums that color. I think I have. I think. We're just going to tap, tap, tap. Like maybe somebody planted one right here. And it comes up every year. My mom, she has one that comes up every year. It's come up for like 3 years now. 3 or 4 years. I'm going to add just a little bit. I'm going to pop in just a little bit of that red with it. Maybe they planted a few. Maybe this is like, where I'm from, where it's like the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains. And the fall is when this area really puts on its show. It's pretty all the time, but fall is, I didn't mean to do quite that big. Fall is when this area just comes alive. We're just tap, tap, tapping. Make it as big or as little as you want. We can put 1 or 2 in. It doesn't matter how many, or maybe 3 in. I don't really like when you do like just one of some, just like 2 of something. Like maybe there's another one right here. Put in another one. Give another one in there. But those mums, they come up every year. Okay. Kind of loving it. I'm going to put another one. I'm going to leave a little green because I don't want to like have them so close together. So I'm just going to skip a little area and then just put another little one like right here. What do you think? This is like the perfect place to take like pictures. If you're getting married or homecoming. My niece, she has homecoming tonight. Her and her friends were all going shopping yesterday for all last minute things they needed. What do y'all think? I think it's adorable. We're gonna put a few little highlights on things. Nothing major, nothing big. But you kind of need a little bit. You kind of need just a little bit to just say, yep, there's sun and there's light and it's bouncing off of things. Even though like wood isn't shiny, so you don't want it to be too bright. It would still hit certain areas and you want to lighten those areas. But notice how I take my finger and kind of just like scrub it in. I don't want it to be too bright for the area. And if I get it too bright, I just kind of go back into that color before. Add a little water. And then just kind of brush it right over. You don't lose the white. You just kind of like dull the white down a little bit. See? That also gives the indication that there's boards in there too. And so we're going to do the same thing. I don't want pink. So kind of on this side. Okay. What do I want to do? Oh, I know what I want to do. I know what I want to do. I'm just going to pop a little indication that there is something over here. Something similar to these, but just a little bit. Like you only see a little bit. It's just to pull that color across because we can go across our canvas. So it's not just like a little bit right there, but it's hopping all around. Gives us a little bit of balance. We can froggy hop it. There we go. I'm liking that. I'm just going to put a few little, give her a little, just a little sparkle, like where there might be a little bit of light bouncing off of some of these. I don't want it to look like it has polka dots though. So I'm just kind of going in and roughing them up a little bit. I want to look like it's just bouncing off of the individual little blooms, right? Brighten a few of them. Don't make it look like it's got chicken pox. We don't need the chicken pox going on. Just gonna brighten a little bit of them. Okay. A little sparkle down in our water. I think we're almost done. What do y'all think? This is not the last one of the calendars. This is November's. We have December's. This is December. I mean, this is November's. We have December's yet to do. And of course that will be more Christmas themed, I think. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't see. It just says Facebook user. I don't know who is saying that. I don't see you. But I appreciate you saying that. It must be in one of the. Why can't I see that? I'm like, why can't I see who that is? Oh well. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe here. If I go here. If I go here. Oh, Brenda. Okay. I got you now. I see. I see you. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. I do think it's done. If y'all see anything else you think it might need? Anything you think we might want to add? I can't think of anything. I mean, I don't know that it looks like November so much. That's my problem I think I'm having with it. I love it. I love it. But I'm like, does it look like November? Maybe. Maybe. But then what does November look like? I mean, I guess I could have done like a turkey or a cornucopia or something. But I'm kind of liking this. I'm not a big fan of cornucopias. Now, I think on the side of this one, I think I'm just going to do black. I think black would make it pop more than any color. Let's just see what we think. And let me know what y'all think. Well, that's a lot of water. That's resistant, isn't it? Like, it's really resistant to paint on this side. There we go. Definitely resisting the water. Let's see if we like the black. I think I'm going to like the black. Think so. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's gonna make the whole picture pop a little bit. Let's just finish what we got going on here as I've got this black out and my brush dirty. I don't I don't know. I don't really like to have um I like to have paint on my edges of my canvas. I like to have my paint. I'm just going to use a little water just to let a little paint go a long way. Just to aid in that just a little bit. Let that flow happen, although I got a little too much water there. But yeah, I think that's going to look. I always like to tip my edges, and then it makes it look like it's in a little bit of a frame. Oh, stand up. Stand up. I'm going around the way I already went. And we are done November's calendar piece. I can't believe we are done with November. I'm super excited about that. It's felt so fast, and yet like these have taken a long time too. It's like we should have been done by now. I guess just doing one a month has stretched it out a little bit, but yet it feels like it's gone by fast too. So I shouldn't say too much because I'm already complaining about how fast this year has gone by. You like the tipped edges? I do too. I love to tip my edges. I just think it makes the painting. I don't even, it's rare. I mean, every now and then I'll take a painting off the edge of the canvas, but for the most part, no. I would much rather just tip my edges. You get a nice, it kind of finishes your whole painting when you do that. You're going to fall over again, aren't you? Yes. And I've got to get this yellow ochre. I can't forget my yellow ochre that I've got to, my second cap that has broken. But there it is. Time has flown by. It has. It has. It's gone way too fast. I was thinking today of all the stuff I have to do, and I'm like, oh my Lord, I can't. I can't. Now, for these that I didn't totally mess up, I will put back in their tubes. And so I always take my paint and put it back in the tubes. If I haven't gotten it too contaminated with another color, I don't put the contaminated back because I don't want it to contaminate my next painting. But if I can remove any of the contamination and then put back, I do. And so here it is. I think that's so pretty. What do y'all think? Hopefully y'all are liking it and enjoying these. And I hope you do it, and I hope I can see it. I hope you share it with me. And then got fingerprints up in my black. The thing I love and hate about black sides is you can get fingerprints in them pretty easy. Anyway, I hope y'all love it. Thank you. Thank you. It has flown by. Hope y'all have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all. When will I be live again? I guess on Monday. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be live on Monday. I had to stop and think when I was what's going on my calendar. Um, but I'll be live on Monday and I will see you later. Y'all have a great rest of your week. Or rest of your weekend, I should say, not week. Rest of your weekend. Anyway, bye.